King's Mountain View. Here's to the wild dreams come true. Feast like a sultan I do, on trudges of flesh never few. But I would wish it all away if I thought I'd lose you just one day. The devil and his had me down, in love with the dark side I've found, dabbling all the way down, up to my neck soon to drown. But you change that all for... Lost it, never mind. Welcome to another episode of the Apocalypse. I am Nicholas, your guide. But in case you haven't realized yet who I truly am, let me, or allow me, to introduce myself. I am death. It is I whom all owe a debt. And I always collect. Falsus Propheta. It seems the entity has been identified. In fact, we may have all just witnessed the very spirit enter into him. Let us see, shall we? What does the good book say? Come and see. Come and see. Does this look normal to you? I'm speaking to the rubes, of course. When I first saw this picture, I had kind of just glanced at it as I was going through Twitter and other things. This person in the weird hat with the weird outfit. When I first glanced at this picture, I thought this was a man. I didn't even recognize her until later on, when I really took a look at what people were saying and doing. Because I just couldn't bear it, man. I didn't watch it. I didn't pay really any attention to it because I knew already what was going to happen. I've been telling you what was going to happen for 8 fucking years. So I didn't need to watch it. But boy, the highlights are sure interesting. Some of the first messages I got from some of you people. One of you said, "Am I missing something? Trump didn't put his hand on the Bible." I already knew that was going to happen once the Spirit entered into him. Lord knows when that happened. All I know is Have you noticed that Leon and Donnie have a different countenance about them? I have. Have you noticed Melania has a different countenance about her? She doesn't look so disgusted to be near Donnie anymore. I guess that's what $2 or $3 billion would do for you, huh? And I guess it makes you dress up as well. I mean, when I first look at this, this is the thought that comes to my mind, okay? And it's just immediate, and it's like a damn Rorschach test or something. Bam, it comes right to mind. Satanic priest. That's what I see. I don't know what a satanic priest looks like. But if it doesn't look like that, I don't know what it looks like. That was the first thought that came to my mind. But again, I knew this 8 years ago. It's literally what I've been trying to warn everyone about. Does this look fucking normal to you? Don Jr. and Eric standing in the background have a mean face on. Ivanka's the only one who looks almost human and is slightly afraid. I know Ivanka does not want to be part of this anymore. That doesn't mean she's Miss Innocent or anything. She surely is not. But I know she doesn't want to be part of this. You saw her and Jared kind of pull away until they saw that he won. Now all of a sudden they around. Interesting. The only one I see a tiny bit of fear on their face, maybe not a tiny bit, maybe a lot, is Ivanka. Eric's down. Donnie Jr. probably just snorted or snooted a few lines. So he's doing good. He's got the mean face, the coke jaw going. Melania, I don't even know what to think of this. She looks like a man to me in this picture. And again, I didn't even recognize her at first. What the fuck have you rubes done? This is what the Christian Family Values Party, in quotes, wants? This fucking scene? all the biblical passages you've read in your life, all the church services you've attended, all the prophecy you've listened to, and look at you now. This scene is horrifying to me, and I knew it was going to happen 8 years ago. I was hoping I was wrong. I was hoping I was just another idiot on social media reading too much into scripture. Do you think I'm wrong? Look at Melania again and then ask yourself the question, is Nick wrong? Look at Cokie Jr. in the background there, the mean face. This isn't going to be a happy time for America these next 4 years. I tried to warn as many people as I could. I hope I worked hard enough. And that the man approves. I know I'm not the perfect servant. I'm far from it. But I hope the man approves. Another horrifying sight, man. I was on Twitter. I stayed off of Twitter all day. I'm like, I'm just going to chill. I did a video ranting and fucking raving earlier. Let me not go on Twitter. Let me listen to some music. Let me look at some poetry or something I haven't looked at in years. Because I know there ain't that much time left. Donnie's going to get 3.5 years. And the 2 witnesses that come are going to get slightly under 3.5 years. So when I went on Twitter, this is one of the first things I saw, and it fucking creeped me out, man. I never seen this man look like this before. Everybody's saying he's on drugs. Everybody's saying he's autistic. And the minions, anyone that critiques this piece of footage, the minions flock to it, and they all got blue check marks. And every one of them says, he's stretching his neck, he just had surgery. When the trolls and minions put that kind of effort in to put something down, a theory, a thought, a statement, an observation, an assessment, you know there's something more. I know there's something more. I could see it plainly. This is Leon. He has a bit of a different countenance, wouldn't you say? Can I blow it up even more for you? Look how small his eyes seem. The people around him, the woman behind him, the man in front, they do not look like that. Do you notice that? Again, this is a piece of footage I took 3 screenshots of for you good people. What I notice about this man, he seems to be in some kind of euphoric state. I've done ecstasy before when I was a young man. I was thinking maybe he's on ecstasy or something that can kind of have you all like all happy and euphoric and, you know, doing stuff like that and have your eyes real small like that, your pupils. I'm sorry, I'm not buying it. I don't care if the man is on drugs in this picture. There's more going on. And I don't care if he just had neck surgery. There's more going on. I can tell by the way that his minions with all the blue check marks go to any person that comments on this footage. I went to about 3 or 4 accounts that posted this footage. The minions were on all of them. Everyone with blue check marks. Okay, so that's kind of the pinnacle of what he did. He was kind of like rolled his head like this and was like, and his eyes were beady and his pupils were small, and he kind of just looked up as if he was in some kind of euphoric state, almost as if it was supernatural. And again, I hope I'm wrong, people. I really do, but, you know, the evidence is piling up here. More and more boxes keep getting checked each day. I don't want to check them boxes. Never did. But I told you before, everyone they've pointed out throughout history in my lifetime and said, that's him. Barack Obama, George Bush, so many different people. Saddam Hussein, Bin Laden. So many people they pointed to over the years. And I always knew they weren't it. I never felt it. Until Donnie. Let's go to the next picture. Okay, this is kind of Elon on his head's on his way up to do that first pose I showed you. Why is he looking up into the air like that? Why when you stretch your neck, you need to look up straight to the ceiling? What's up with that? Maybe he's looking up at something else. The next picture, he really looked creepy when he did this kind of head turn. And it's a little blurry. I'm sorry. You really need to watch the footage. I put the link to the footage. I posted these 3 pics in the community section. I put the links to the footage so you can watch it for yourself and really see what's going on. These pictures don't do it justice. But I don't want to play the footage. I just, you know what'll happen if I do that. When he looked back to the side, holy fuck, man. I never seen him look like this before. And I've watched a lot of video. I've seen a lot of pictures of this man. Horrifying. Here's the look on Zuckerberg's face. And this person says, the person that took the picture, or the person that posted the picture, all the money in the world will never satisfy them. The daily stress of needing ever more buckets of cash as life passes. Well, that's part of it. And this is a very smart person from Ukraine. That's part of it. The fear I see on Zuck's face, the worn out tiredness I see on his face, which I'll show you in a second. He's scared, all right. And he has not been sleeping well. It ain't just because he wants more money. It's because he knows he's owned now. And he either does whatever these cretins say, these beasts say, or something real bad's going to happen. This is, again, you oligarchs that own these social media companies, I was warning you guys specifically. Even though you did what you did to me, even though Zuck did what he did to me, his site, even though Google did what they did, even though TikTok did what they did, even though, what was the other place? That shitty blue video website I went on that I actually paid to go on that I got thrown off because the mob followed me around and made it happen. Even though I despise these people, I still offered a warning, didn't I? And I know, guys, you thought I was just another disgruntled asshole who was just saying shit, right? No, I wasn't just saying shit, son. Do you believe me now? Mr. Sundar, do you believe me? Mr. Zuckerberg? Mr. Gates? Mr. Bezos? Do you believe me? You sure look like you do. I've never seen a face like that on Zuckerberg before. Have you? You know why he looks like that? 'Cause he a slave to the beast, son! For all fucking time. Oh, well. Hope that 100 billion was worth it. Hope that idea you stole was worth it, son. Guess you shouldn't have put those MAGA talking points up for 20 years. Guess you shouldn't have taken that Russian money because you're going to end up giving more right to Donnie and Putin and Musk and Thale, etc. And this little kid here, he's the youngest of the bunch. You know what I think's going to happen to him? He'll be the first to go. He'll be the first that they just rob blind and do God knows what to him. I can see it on his face. He's the weakest one. He's the youngest one. They will milk this kid dry. And again, I know some of you top people on these websites got involved with issues with me. I know you did. I have that effect on people. Executives that shouldn't know my fucking name have known my name my whole life. Because people really take to heart what I say. And I don't give a fuck why. But they do. So I have people getting involved with Nicky's life that have no business even being there. No business even knowing his name. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Zuckerberg knows my name. You know why? Because when they first threw me off of Facebook for nothing, I knew it was going to happen. I could tell it was going to happen. And I wasn't doing anything crazy. I got in, debates with people, and they got pissed off because I'm just better at it than most people. Like I said, I should have been a lawyer. A lot of people told me that. And I'm very studied in the areas that matter, obviously. Because I saw all of this coming 8 fucking years ago. So again, these people knew who I was. Oh, I didn't tell you the best part. So I could tell they were about to ban me. Stupid little arguments. And no, I didn't curse people out. I wasn't there to do that. It comes down to this, people. People take what I say to heart. They get real mad. And they gots to get revenge. Such a shame. So many wanted revenge. Instead of wanting wisdom. Pity for you. Oh well. Too late now. Hope your petty emotional breakdowns were worth it. May cost you your soul. That is not even the slightest exaggeration. But, you keep walking the path you're walking. You're all doing great out there. Remember that face. We're going to be seeing a lot more faces just like this. People who thought they had it all made. They thought their $1 million tribute was going to be enough. It's never enough for the beast. 1 or 2. Never. Again, that's what I tried to warn you wise people at the top. And I know some of you heard me. Back to the Zuckerberg thing, because I still haven't told you the story. So they start sending me things. This was years ago, man. This wasn't recently. Years ago. First time I ever went on Facebook. They send me this thing. You need just to show a photo ID or a picture of yourself and blah, blah, blah. So you know what I did? I took a piece of paper and I wrote in bold, like red pen or something, fuck Zuckerberg. And in the little ID space to send your ID photo, I snapped the photo of the fuck Zuckerberg paper. Yeah, I was banned right after that. But hey, if I was a dude taking Russian money and convincing the rubes to hand over their country and making him rich, oh, I would have been there for years. I'd be a millionaire. Like Tim Pool or Benny Johnson. If I was just willing to lie and sell out my country and fool all you good people into voting for the beast. That's all I had to be doing to take Russian money. Vlad would have bought ads. I would have been safe. Or maybe I just should have been saying the N-word all over the place. Because apparently Mr. Zuckerberg is totally cool with that now. Warned all of you, son. You feeling good now? He don't look like he feeling good. Warned all of them. Begged them. Don't let thuggery reign. Don't turn our country into Russia. Now it's Russia. Too late. Then I saw this. I wasn't even going to do a video. Then I saw this. Please give me a rube to defend this. What mental gymnastics, what rubery will you use to say this is not a Nazi salute? I can't wait to see it. Are you fucking kidding me? This even surprised me. He even took it to the chest first, just like Adolf. Adolf would have been so proud. And guess what? Adolf's proud of you, Rubes, too. Because the same motherfucking spirit that was in that motherfucker is in Donnie's shitbags right now. Unfucking believable what you fucking rubes have done. One more time. You can't lie about this, son. Remember how he was looking in them pictures? All of a sudden he got the balls, the comfort to throw up a Sieg Heil? That should horrify even the staunchest fucking rube. This is exactly what we all warned you about. But you had to own the libs, right, son? Maybe you can tell that to your child when he's crying because you people don't have no money when they loot this motherfucking place. Here's another thing you need to think about. This is why we all tried to warn you. You thought it was a game. You thought you just needed your football team to fucking win, right? All these old ladies and men with $1 million or $2 million in the bank. What the fuck you think's gonna happen to that? I imagine it'll go like this. Once the shit crashes and we all wake up to it, because we ain't going to be told which day it's going to happen. Millions gone from people's accounts. The banks close the fucking doors. The government comes to you and says, all your cash is gone and we can't cover all the losses, but here's what we can do. We'll give you the equivalent of what you lost in Bitcoin. Don't worry. We're here to save the day for all you geriatrics out there that lost your life savings. Don't worry. We're here to save the day. And along with your cryptocurrency that we're going to give you to replace what you had that was of value, we're going to give you in return something that has no value. Do you get the process here? It's like you have a pile of gold, okay, sitting there. And I take your whole pile of gold and I say, here's 20 pieces of paper that represent your pile of gold. You're cool with that, right? That's what I expect to happen. I hope I'm dead fucking wrong. I expect people to lose their savings, lose their money, and then they're going to come to you to save the day. We're going to give you the equivalent in Bitcoin. Don't worry. All you have to do is sign this pledge of loyalty first. And it's all yours. And for everybody else, we're just going to start you off with $20,000 in Bitcoin. Okay? Sounds good, doesn't it? Just sign this pledge of loyalty first. And in case you're wondering, is this a Nazi salute? Here's a little comparison. Almost exactly the same. And again, Elon took it to the chest first and then threw it out there, just like Adolf likes it. Look at the angle of them arms. Almost exactly the same. Wow. I know, the rubes were right and we were all wrong. I know. So that's the last picture. Yeah, man, I don't even know what to say anymore. Every day, the things I said are being proven true right before your fucking eyes. And I'm telling you before what's going to happen. I told you 8 years ago what was going to happen. And now, thanks to the rubes, and thanks to greedy oligarchs that all thought they had it all under control and they were all wise and all knowing and their money would protect them. Your money ain't gonna protect you from this, son. And again, all you right-wing people that spent so many years on Facebook and YouTube and Twitter and this, telling the world about Pizzagate and the evil liberals and all that shit. Look at you now, son. You got unofficial president, co-president, Leon Scum, Falsus Propheta, throwing up the Sieg Heil on fucking Inauguration Day. And he's going to have an office right in the White House. That's what you rubes been warning us all about, right? Globalists, Satanists, oligarchs. Well, this is the richest man in the world. And he's going to have an office right down the hall from Donnie. Because Vlad wants to make sure his dog being watched. So all that stuff you warned people about, that you said the evil liberals were going to do, I don't know. That don't look like a liberal to me, standing next to a Republican president. Gonna have an office right down the hall from him, spouting MAGA, Sieg Heil, apartheid South Africa. I guess you can take the boy out of apartheid, but you can't take the apartheid out of the boy, huh? What the fuck have you rubes done? Don't worry again. When it comes to your doorstep, when it comes to your door, then you'll understand. And guess what? That time will be too fucking late. Let me act it out for you one last time before I go. Yeah, your cousin told us you were hanging out with him last night. And you said Leon Scum looked like he was drugged out of his fucking mind at the inauguration. Could you come with us, please? Until the next episode of The Apocalypse, have a wonderful evening.